Hello, Ryan Tweet here again, and in this video we're going to jump into the deal flow, how leads come into the system, how to manage them, how to make this process the most effective process for your business. At the end of the day, the whole purpose of this is to get sales, and sales are important. You know, it's the revenue generating activities that grow businesses, that allow businesses to do the things that they want to do. Without sales, this just can't happen. So in sales, just like any business process or any mechanical process, it's a very step-by-step thing. And for here, we're going to basically take leads. We're going to acquire leads, right? The leads are going to go into the system. They're going to show up here on the nurture side, over on the left-hand side here, and they're going to fill this out. As more leads start to be added, there'll be more deals and more deals and more deals, and this column will get longer and longer and longer to the point where you can start to scroll. But as a new deal comes in, as a new lead comes in, you can go ahead and click on the lead itself, and you can do a number of things. So one, for an example, is let's call that lead immediately. The faster you can call the lead, the better. So within 5 minutes, you have a 300% chance of getting a hold of that lead and scheduling a consultation. After 15 minutes, it gets down to like 100%, and then it degrades over time. So with the leads, it's important to call quickly. And so after you schedule that first call, or after you make that first call, you would then go ahead and schedule another one, another follow-up call. And these are important so you always keep your tasks ahead of you. And in the previous video, you'll see how you can organize your tasks for the day and see what tasks are going to be needed for each day to day, and it's pre-organized for you, as long as you do this one thing. All right, so let's add a task, follow up with lead, and discuss options. I don't know. I was putting some stuff in there. So follow up with lead and discuss options about CoolSculpting, or follow up with lead. Or here's a better approach. Okay, so you call the lead, weren't able to get a hold of them. So let's say called lead, left voicemail, follow up with lead again in 3 days. So in the voicemail, you'd be like, "Hi, this is Dr. Blah with so-and-so, and we are calling in regards about your CoolSculpting consultation. We want to confirm your time and appointment. And we also wanted to verify that you're going to fulfill your obligation of coming, and so we just wanted to get that confirmation from you. If you would just give us a call back as soon as you get this message, or if we haven't heard from you within a couple days, we'll give you a follow-up call just to verify. If we haven't heard from you, we're going to remove you from the appointment, and you will lose your special bonus for showing up, and also your CoolSculpting special price, promotional price that we have going on. So just wanted to make sure that you get those, and then you take advantage of that special deal that we have running for a very limited time. And yeah, so give us a call back as soon as you get this message, and we'll talk with you soon. Take care. Okay, so something like that. That was just off the cuff, and you would warned about not calling back, and so something like that. Oops. Consultation. There we go. And we're going to schedule the time for the call. And then what time that was going to be. So it is in military time here. And then also, if you are on Eastern time or Central time or Pacific time, you'll definitely want to go into your settings and make sure that your settings is selected to your right timestamp. All right, cool. So once you're done with the task note, you just go ahead and add. And also, real quick, you can send alerts to yourself too if you want to get alerts. An email alert saying, "Hey, you have a call in 15 minutes," that sort of thing. So as you can see up here, you have some tasks to do, and you can also comment on them at admin. "Hey, did you make this call? Just wanted to let you know." something like that. So you can comment in there. It's pretty nice, and that's how you work that. So within the lead, let's say you schedule the consultation, and you want to move that lead to a different part of the pipeline, to the stage. So you would then select appointment scheduled and then save, right? That's one way to do it. There's another way to do it too. Here, I'll show you here right now. There's drag and drop. So you can drag it and drop it over here. Oh, appointment scheduled with a lead. And so, once you got the appointment scheduled and the lead comes in, and let's say they buy, so you want to go into the lead record. This is the deal record form. And let's say you won the deal. So you go ahead and select one, and then type in the amount that the deal was sold for. So let's say $5,000, so 5K, and then you'd want to add another task like cool sculpting appointment. I'm sorry. XYZ date. Follow up day before. Confirm, or something to this effect. Whatever your process is internally. So you can select that in there. So you selected. So just kind of recap: the deal was won, the appointment was set. At the appointment, the deal was sold, but it might the cool sculpting session procedure date might be a different date. You would definitely want to get them to pay now, and collect that money, and then select the reason, the amount that was sold for, and then any tasks or notes that you want to add in there for us to know. Also, once that deal is won, we do highly recommend going into going in and selecting the procedure date, and that way we can kill some automations that are nurturing. That's an optional thing. It's up to you if you want to do it or not. So let's go back and recap. All right, in the previous video, you also got to see how to organize this status, and for here we're viewing all open leads. So if you were wondering, hey, where did that lead go? Well, we won it, remember? So let's go ahead and select, one, and let's say for an example, that person didn't buy, they didn't show up. You can just drop them in the appointment no show. Or let's say they did show up, but they didn't buy, so we need to nurture them to the sale. Now this category here is going to be the most valuable category that you have, other than your already existing customers. These are the leads that you want to follow up with and build a really deep relationship with. And there's several ways to do that. Calling. You can click on their Facebook profile. You can add them as a friend. You can follow them on LinkedIn. You can really build a relationship with them around their social platform as well. So calling these people and saying, hey, I just want to call and see how you're doing. Have you thought much about the cool sculpting? Would you like to like to get that scheduled? And it does take a couple weeks to start seeing results, and 3 months before the results are to full effect. And if you want that during summertime, now is the time to do that. We also want to let you know that we have we extended our offer. It's only going to be available here for the next week or so, and I just wanted to give you an opportunity to take advantage of that. I know you're a prized customer, and we really appreciate you, and I just wanted to make sure you got this deal before it's gone for good. All right, so that's that. That's just off the cuff there. Oops, let's go back here. And let's say, for an example, the deal isn't won and you accidentally clicked one or something like that. You can change them pretty easily. But let's say you're just dragging and dropping, and you're like, for speed's sake, hey, the deal is won. You can drag it up there, and the deal is won. So that's a couple different ways of bringing your leads through here. Remember that the sales are in the follow-up, the 8th to 12th follow-up. 80%. I'm sorry, 5th to 12th follow-up is 80% of the sales. You're doing that. You're doing a good job. All right. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below or send us a message. I look forward to talking to you again soon. Take care.